Well, hello my friends, this is Rockledge. I'm here to give you another instructional video on the Boss JS-10 E-band player recorder. And let's get started. We're going to go to our main screen. Always use exit as many times as you like in order to get you to that screen. That's how you get there. Let's say we want to change the name, or we want to write a patch. A tone patch, that means an initial patch. Patch means saving a tone for your guitar. That's what that means. Okay, let's get started. We want to highlight our guitar setting, which is input 1. If I go one more click to the right, we will be on input 2. See, input 1, input 2. Now, in this case, left click it back over to input 1, and we're going to make an adjustment to that. This one says clean comp. Okay. And that we're going to make a change to. By making a change to your tones, you first want to start with pushing amp. That will bring you to this screen. Okay, if you want to make adjustments, just highlight it and turn the knob. You want to go to your next screen, next window, keep pushing to the right. It will bring you to the next settings. Keep pushing to the right, brings you to the next settings. And by the way, if you want to turn something on, you will see it says enter on or off. Let's see, off or on, enter. In order to turn something on, you will have to push enter. To turn it off, you will have to push enter. So if you want this stuff on, push enter. Whatever it may be that you're trying to turn on. So if you want to turn on any of these, use your dial, turn it to whatever you like. I want that type of distortion. Let's turn it on. Push the enter button. So it's that simple. So while we're in this mode, once we push amp, by the way, that's a shortcut to writing anything. So if I exit out of this, by the way, and I push the amp button once, and if you notice I push menu right after amp, pushing the amp button, I push menu next, it's going to give me this screen, and it's going to say write or initialize. Write name. Write name means we're going to click on the enter button once that's highlighted, and the reason is it's going to bring you to this screen. And this screen right here, if you notice on my amp setting, originally on the main screen it said clean comp. That was my guitar patch tone name for that. Okay, so first thing it's going to do when you go to write and patch write is you need to write it to a certain location. So you may be on a location where there's something already there, most likely. So you want to turn that dial to the right until you land on initial patch. That means that is empty. When it says initial patch, that means your guitar tone patch spot for that is empty. That's where we want to be because we're going to save that. So we right click once, it's going to bring us down to how to change the lettering. You're going to use your dial and your cursor left and right to create a name for that. If you're comfortable with that name, you can just leave it as is. That's up to you. It says hit enter to write. That means we want to save it. So by me pushing enter, it's going to save that. Now executing. So it's going to bring you back to the initial amp setting. If you hit exit out of there, to your main screen, you will see, since I didn't make any changes, it's still clean comp. See, so that's how you do that. That's how you do your initial patch tone savings settings, how you save it, and that's plain and simple. How do you find your patch tones? Here's a real easy shortcut. My friends, this is Mark Rockledge. I'm back showing you another instructional video for the Boss E-Band JS-10 player. And I want to pick up where I left off, and that's showing you how to get to your personal patch guitar tone settings that you have customized yourself. How do we find those? I showed you how to create that and save that tone patch and put it in a location where you can find it. And here we're going to show you a shortcut to get to your tone patch, customized patches. You're going to push the effects button down here. It's going to say effects. Push that. It's going to bring you to this screen. By the way, you would use your cursor left or right. If you want to go to this box right here, you want to push your cursor button right. It will go to that, and you can scroll up and down through your patch settings. See, I still have MPs in there. So these are all the ones I have customized. I'm going to go to the left here just to show you something. If I'm over here on this left side, I can use the dial and it will go through. It's a shortcut to your different genres of music and styles. Or if you want to use your microphone, you can go to your mic settings over here. Or if you want to go to your bass for your input 2, you want to cursor to the right using your right cursor, and you can change your bass guitar settings. The other ones are all for your electrical guitar settings, and that will change to all these different categories of music: West Coast, funk, rock, studio, and so on. In this case, we're going to go back to user patch. What that means is user patch category. That's you. You are the user. That means these are your customized patches to the right. We're going to click to the right, and now we can scroll through them and look for the patch that we want to get to. Once we find that patch, such as, let's say I want to go to Dimebag patch. I just call it the Dimebag patch. All we do is hit enter, and look what it does. It brings it up on input 1 that you initially made over here on your input 1. Now you have it over in input 1. So if I start playing guitar, it's going to play that tone patch that I customized. And for any other patch that you might want to bring up. How do we do that? Okay, we're on our main screen. No matter where we are on this screen, if I push the effects button, it's going to bring up. Right now I'm already in the right side, so if I click to the left, it's going to show that we're in the user patch settings. If I turn the knob, that would bring us through our different genres or different categories. Once I find the category I want, let's say I don't want to go to my user patches. Let's say I want to go to surf rock and find a patch out of there. I can use my right click, scroll down to it, hit enter. So let's say I want combo drive. Click on enter. Look, it brought up combo drive automatically for me on the screen. Now I have that tone setting for my guitar, and that's what it's going to sound like, combo drive. There it is, that plain and simple how to use. Thanks for viewing. Hit that like and subscribe. Till next time, peace.